On audition day, there is only one variable that you can control, and that is yourself. You cannot control the judges. You have no ability to determine whether they like your style of vibrato, if they like your tempos. That depends on their backgrounds and their teaching, and you have no ability to adjust that. You have no ability to determine who your competition is.
On the day of an audition or performance, the only thing that the musician is in control of is really how prepared they are, both physically and mentally. They can't control any outside influences. The room that they're playing the audition in may be cold, it may be hot.
And you need to understand that some days are wonderful and other days are more normal. And on a wonderful day, everything just happens. And on a normal day, it may not be the best you've ever done in your life, but it's important to do the best you can at that moment in time.
The judges will be listening for several different facets of your playing. Number one is the quality of your sound. Number two, you've got to play all the right notes and rhythms, the technical accuracy. Musicality is extremely important. That you don't just play the notes and rhythms, but that you play it as musical as possible.
Objectively, the judges are going to be listening for somebody to play the right notes in tune and in time. Subjectively, they're going to want to hear somebody make music. They're going to want to hear somebody playing within a certain style. They're going to want to hear something personal. And that's up to you to decide what that's going to be.
In my experience as a judge, there are three main things that I look for in a performance: rhythm, great intonation, and a really beautiful musical sound. Those are the three keys to playing a great performance and making sure that you have the judge's ear.
And when I have judged, I have heard people come in and they play all the right notes, and then someone will come in and they play music, and there's dynamic contrast and crescendos and decrescendos, and they slow up at the right spots and speed up at the right spot, and it's just wonderful. And you're so impressed by when someone plays music and not the spots on the page.
When you're playing a performance or an audition, it's very important that you have very clear musical intent, that you always go into a performance with a story that you want to tell, that the listener can understand, so that it doesn't sound just like notes. The listener gets a real musical feeling, something that they can take home and feel great about. If you can do that, the judges at your audition are going to be very impressed, and that will win you an audition.
You must convince the judges that you are extremely prepared technically on the music, and that you are going to play as musical as possible.
You need to sound like the first chair player. And in your preparation, one of the best questions you can ask yourself is, what would the first chair player at All-State or All-Region, or the first chair in the band or orchestra, whatever you're trying to make, what would they sound like? And if you stop to imagine that sound and that level of accuracy, that level of musicianship, and start having that come out of your instrument, then you're going to be first chair.
I think it's very important to set your goals very high. After all, if you set a high goal and you fall a little bit short, you still have achieved a great deal.
The way I like to think of this, if this is your goal and your potential happens to be at this point, then you're going to rise all the way to your potential. But if you set your goal here, most likely you're going to only come up this far. And if you set your goals even lower, so it's important to raise them as high as possible, and then you're going to achieve your potential, whether it's here or all the way to the top.
It is really important for you to set the bar high for yourself. You'll never achieve greatness if you don't expect it of yourself.